Hey everybody, Juan here, welcome back. For this video, we got to talk about 2020. Is there any kind of chance we can get a do-over? Because it does seem that as the year continues to progress, things continue to get worse. And now it finally happened. It hit us gamers right here in the heart, because E3 2020 has officially been canceled because of all of the health situations that have been happening nationwide. So in this video, I'm going to be giving my reactions, my thoughts about this. Not only do I have a couple of news articles, I also went to social media. I went to the YouTube community page to get everybody's reactions. If you like the channel, please consider subscribing, clicking on that bell, going down to the comments, and let me know, what do you think about the entire situation that is happening worldwide that is affecting everything, including events like this? So for the initial context, I have right here from e3expo.com. This is their official statement. After careful consultation with our member companies regarding health and safety of everyone in our industry, our fans, our employees, our exhibitors, and our longtime E3 partners, we have made the difficult decision to cancel E3 2020, scheduled from June 9th through the 11th in Los Angeles. So notice, they're not talking about postponing the event, moving the event. Of course, everything could change, but it is officially canceled. Following increased and overwhelming concerns about the coronavirus, we felt this was the best way to proceed during such an unprecedented global situation. We are very disappointed that we are unable to hold this event for our fans and supporters, but we know it's the right decision based on the information we have today. So this is not a video about, oh my goodness, health concerns. We fully comprehend the situation. So I'm going into this as a fan, as a gamer, as somebody that watched E3 growing up. If I could take a day off of work just to watch E3, that's something I actually did. So we understand that this is the health, these are the lives of everybody involved, right? You don't want to have this massive event from people traveling all around the world, because you're going to be exposing all of them. So we understand the situation that's happening, but it still sucks, right? So let's keep going here. Our team will be reaching out directly to exhibitors and attendees with information about providing full refunds. So that's very important, because even though I'm talking about this as a gamer, I love companies, and companies have money that they spend on events like E3. So knowing that they're going to be reimbursed in some capacity is going to be good, but traveling arrangements, if they don't have insurance, that's probably gone. So that kind of sucks. We are also exploring options with our members to coordinate an online experience to showcase industry announcements and news in June 2020. Updates will be shared on that very website. So this is definitely the more common answer, right? I watch E3, but I've never gone to E3. So I sit down on a computer like this one, and I go to Twitch, I go to Facebook, I go to YouTube, and I catch up on all the news. And many people for a very long time have been saying that E3 as a physical event has been irrelevant. And somebody like Jeff Keighley has openly talked about the fact that, yeah, we need to work on digital experiences that can appeal to people worldwide, so it is good that they're talking about that. We thank everyone who shared their views on reimagining E3 this year. We look forward to bringing you E3 2021 as a reimagined event that brings fans, media, and the industry together in a showcase that celebrates the global video game industry. So right there at the end, they talked about the elephant in the room, and that's, is E3 going to continue? And just by saying that and by acknowledging the reimagining of E3 for this year, it does beg the question and erases the speculation of, is it going to be digital? Is it going to be only maybe a couple of press conferences and everything else goes outward? E3 is not just about the press conferences, it's also about giving independent developers a chance at showcasing some of their stuff. Now, I want to switch to a tweet sent by one Jason Schreier from Kotaku, who wrote, "Most people only think of E3 as press conferences, but those will be easily replicated. The repercussions will come from the deals that don't happen, the indie pitches and biz lunches," I almost said that wrong, "and chance meetings that can save companies. E3's cancellation could really hurt some people." So I think that when you bring something up like the Nintendo Directs, right? The Nintendo Directs very much appeal to the crowd that want press conferences. But it doesn't take thousands of dollars and setting up an entire experience, physically speaking, having people come over. You set up a Nintendo Direct, you reveal the announcements, and that gets the job done. Sony has tried to do similar things as well with the State of Plays, and those have definitely been more missed than hit, at least for me. But do you really need all of these massive physical events? Personally, I don't think so. But what he wrote here the indie pitches and biz lunches, the connection amongst people is key. In my personal work, I do a lot of traveling because I got to be able to learn about different people, learn about different types of work. And more so than any training I get whenever I travel, the connection that I develop with people is essential. So I think that not having something like E3 could definitely be damning. And now I want to talk about Phil Spencer, who also had a couple of things to say. E3 has always been an important moment for Team Xbox. Given this decision, this year we'll celebrate the next generation of gaming with the Xbox community and all who love to play via an Xbox digital event. Details on timing and more to come in the weeks. Don't forget that E3 was scheduled for June 2020. We're talking about this in March. So because companies don't have to plan out the logistical side of things, of like the traveling, when you get there, all the equipment and all that stuff, they can focus their efforts on, well, let's make a really kick-ass stream or a video or something like that. That event shows that it gets the viewers, it gets the attention. Maybe with things like Xbox Game Pass, it can even appeal to indie developers, etc. Do you need E3 2021? So I think that E3 and all the parties involved in making it happen have to be very, very concerned, because for years, people have been saying, E3, go digital, do something different. And now mixing the health situation happening worldwide with the lack of attendance in previous E3s, last year, a lot of publishers, a lot of people were saying, hey, that show floor, it's kind of empty. Limited Run Games doesn't necessarily make games, but they do release games, especially in limited quantities. And they wrote hashtag E3 canceled, but the show must go on. Join us for LRG3, our totally live, totally bitchin' press conference for the biggest announcements in the future of physical video games. June 8th at 3 p.m. Eastern Time on twitch.tv/Limited Run Games. They did not waste a single second, and that right there is what companies have to do. Obviously, Limited Run, first of all, is a verified account. They are a credible source. They not only publish these limited run games on their website, you can even go to Best Buy and buy a couple of their games. I have many limited run games on my Nintendo Switch collection. So I think companies like this that have a voice, that have an outlet, that have a credibility in the community, in the gaming community, they're the ones that have to figure out, okay, what do we do? Not just for us, because they publish some of the lesser known titles, older games now out in digital form. So it is nice that they immediately address this, but not every company has that opportunity. The thing that I love about E3 is that sometimes with some of these press conferences, you get to encounter games that you didn't even know about, like 12 minutes. I talked about that in a previous video. I learned about that because of the press conferences. Now, can many companies do Twitch streams? Yeah. But maybe one of them is going to have 100 viewers, another one is going to have 5,000 viewers, but a smaller company could have one viewer. And unless somebody like Limited Run or Xbox or Sony, they got to take control because they have that market share. Go Viper on Twitter wrote, and nothing of value was lost. YouTube is way more convenient and way cheaper nowadays, which is, economically speaking, true. And to shed some positivity within all of this, Repentant Sky, something like that, wrote, so E3 2020 is canceled is the news I woke up to. That's fine, because I also woke up to news that Ubisoft and Microsoft are already working on a digital showcase. Others will follow suit or latch onto other digital events, and E3 canceled, the hashtag, won't be a big deal before you know it. And the thing that I've learned on a personal and a professional level is that things move on, people. If anything, this entire health situation, right now, many people are going to be working from home, right? Because they don't want to be contaminated. They don't want to contain a virus. So video games really come into play. We can play video games from our home. Hypothetically, I'm recording this video, but if I wanted to engage with somebody and I can't go to E3 and I can't even go to my job because of a health concern, I can go live on Twitch. I can go live right here on this YouTube channel. So I think it is an opportunity to try and do something different. So I do like the fact that some people are looking at the positive side of things. And going to all of you that support the channel, 30 of you voted on my YouTube community poll and said this. 43% indicated you're sad about it. 27% said indifferent. So it's kind of like, give or take, I'm okay. 10% said they were happy about it. So that's interesting. and 20% said that they are not sure how to feel about its cancellation. And I think many people watching this video, even me right now, the uncertainty is real. You genuinely don't know what's going to happen. This could bring up possibly new awesome opportunities, and we make the best out of a bad situation. But going down to the bottom, we have Kevin who wrote, on one hand, we have to think about public safety, especially in light of the coronavirus. But on the other hand, company participation for E3 has been dwindling year after year. Definitely companies will go towards the route of doing direct announcements online. The Lost Hellborn is going for real, so Lost. Give me a second. I got something to say, man. I mean, I'm a couple of minutes into this video, but E3 was canceled. And The Dark Knight wrote, I am glad they canceled it. That shows they care about people not getting sick. Think about it. What's more important, health or showing a couple of game releases? I think that that's definitely the statement that the majority of the people are going to be talking about. Now, on the economical side of things, it is definitely concerning, right, to see what's going to be happening, because from the gamer's perspective, if I don't know about a game, I can't buy it, right? Unless it shows up on a subscription service, so it's more accessible. With the absence of E3 2020, how are different companies going to be able to provide information? That's what I'm looking forward to seeing. I want something that's like a 2 to 3 day online event that does have presentations. I don't care if it's somebody sitting down in a chair with 2 to 3 people reacting in the background. I love the fact that sometimes things can be a little bit imperfect, right? I am not a fan of like when Sony has done these crazy, outrageous things where they had the people that were covering E3 moving from room to room. That to me was dumb. Maybe some people enjoyed that, but I love the fact that you get the live experiences. It's the same way that some movies I like to watch at home, especially horror, suspense. But if it's like a popcorn flick that cars are going to be flipping and you want people reacting out loud, that right there is a definitive movie theater experience, and we need that movie theater experience. So whatever they do, have some kind of audience there. Have somebody that genuinely did not know what was going to be announced, and I think that's going to keep all of us pretty connected because, look, Twitch chats, Mixer chats, YouTube chats, especially when it comes to video game announcements, can get very toxic. So personally, I tend to stray away from those. So I would love to just get a live reaction from the actual feed. So overall, those are the things that I had to say about E3 2020 being canceled. Once again, I'm sad, but I would love to get your feedback. Please go down to the comments and let me know. Don't forget, I am going to be streaming Hyrule Warriors this upcoming Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time right here on the channel. So maybe a lot of information comes out from here until then, so we can have a live conversation about that. So if you like what I do, please consider subscribing, clicking on the bell, and up until next time, thank you for watching, supporting, and take care, everybody.